Hey guys, Tuesday, March 18, 2025, U.S. session closed. Let's see what the Black Widow did today. So far, she didn't get to do much. She's just stuck in a nice tight range, holding point of control, which is 397, and value area high still remains at 421. And we're still chopping around here. Volume goes a little bit to the bulls. Yesterday was to the bears. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Looking at our simple glance chart, we're back in Mobo. Mobo now is around 403. So anything below 403 and take out this 397, you could say 395, then the pressure's to the downside. And you got the 50 SMA right here in value area. Is that the high? I think that is the high. Yeah, value area high right here. This point of control is below. You got the Kumo cloud still there. So there's a lot of support here. Why are they holding it? I don't know. I don't know. Weather's kind of getting warm, unless there's some kind of cold front kicking in that I'm not aware of. Or this is the Trump play. I don't really know. All I know is I follow Gann theory and cycles, and it's very perplexing. When all the stuff was pointing down, natural gas is going up. Now when they're going to start going up, maybe she's going to start going down. So it's very, very, very in reverse. That's why I don't commit to any position. I go by the data, and as soon as I see things switching, I switch positions, because that's the way I roll over here. Let's look at our geometry. And know, by the way, that the trend, MACD is still negative, but basing. This is all basing right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're going to go on a 5th day holding 395. Geometry, we're hovering around the midpoint in the APF, so it's not really going down, but it doesn't really want to go up. It's a battle of who's gonna blink. And there's a lot of liquidity here. There's a lot of stops here. And there's a whole ton of stops over here. So I'm guessing the Black Widow is assessing, seeing where the liquidity is. So if she does want to rip higher, before she goes up, she may want to get some down here and then go. Or it could be in the reverse. Before she goes lower, look at that, I just noticed a little gap here. Before she goes lower, she may want to grab some up here. So that's the mind game. And then on top of that, the seasonalities and stuff like that haven't been really playing out. I have to use other measures to kind of monitor this movements and possible turning points and possible directions. But so far, this is the quiet storm. This is where the storm is, and it's very, 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 very quiet. So if you know anything, put it in the video, in the chat on the bottom. As you can see, using our channel, we're holding here, this 25%. This is your midpoint here within this channel, pivoting from all the way down here and here. And we're just kind of holding here, very quiet, not really moving at all. Let's see. Gann grid. Using our Gann grid, you can see that with the second impulse wave, so far is still by the 1x2, not going anywhere, just holding there. That's the Gann grid levels that I'm watching. As you can see, it kind of pierced the 1x1, but then boom, drop right back in. Let's see, anything here. The Gann fans retail, there's nothing really there. Nothing really here. Let's go over here. Trend lines. It broke this one here, and now it's below it, but then we got some big ones, and I put this one up here. I just adjusted this, but there is a trend line coming all the way down here, and it's kind of finding support from there. I mean, that goes all the way back. back to the highs. I think that's the high of the 10:02 August 23rd high that I'm anchoring on that one. Retrace. You know what's interesting from this retrace? At every swing point that we've had, from here, all the way down there, it's always kind of finding support on these midpoints. And look, we're finding support right here. Look at that. It's the 50%, 394, holding that. And you got your 25% here, and that's day at 422 up here. And we were stalling around that 411. That's the 180 degrees. I told someone on the chat, if we were to blow there through with Momo and like pressure, then I could probably say maybe this is a possible turn. But so far, it's that mind trick. They're really going to break. It's really not going to break. Is it really going to break? And now we're back smack right in the middle on the 25% at 405. Let's see. My SO, I bet you something's going to happen on the halfway point. We got the 1/3 here. We got the 1/4, 5th, and then we got that, 490 March 10th high flush down. And it looked like it wanted to continue, but there's this invisible line holding it. And it's just been going sideways. Commitments of traders report are very, very quiet. Large speculators and commercial haven't been revealing what they really want to do. They're quiet. Everybody's just like being an observer. And I wonder if something from here on out is going to happen. The direction, it's unknown. I know a lot of the natural cycles I am following are going to be turning up. The spectrum cycle daily has turned negative, but the natural cycles I'm watching now go up from here. So I wonder if this week or next week things could probably turn to the upside. So it's very, very early, very, very, very speculative of mine. But we have to watch price action. These are your key level. Keep an eye on the halfway point. That's the 22nd. And let's see. I think that's it. Square of 9 angles. This at 393. You want to keep an eye on 444. But this, you can tell that there's something here that is very powerful that's holding it. SR level is the $4. Yeah, pretty much. I think that's it. I don't want to bore you with stuff. I just kind of have different ways of looking at the market. Let's look at the yearly. Nothing really much. Mobiles are kind of pushing negative, but on the bigger time frame, this is the weekly. It's getting weaker, but the trend is still up. But it's giving you early signs that they could potentially push lower. On the daily, using the monthly pivots, there's that quadrant that you guys already know about, 398. That's your midpoint. So there's a lot here, and you can see that there is weakness. Nothing's positive on the daily. It's just going sideways. PVS sell signal below the mobiles, but we need to crack this low in order to get at least a target of like 381 and even lower. But time will reveal its move. Using the 4-hour, you can see that this reversed. Statistically, it was a bullish day. I can't remember off the top of my head for tomorrow. I have to look at my charts and my notes and my data. But I could probably update that tomorrow morning. But so far, it is strong on the 4-hour. Nothing negative, but it's very, very quiet right here. And things are kind of waking up slowly. And you can see that now the trend is starting to go a little higher. Is this a Hikanashi? Yeah, this is a Hikanashi, and it's white. Yeah, you can see PPS buy signal kicked in. And if we hold 405 and push higher, it could potentially get to at least 419, 420. This is your 25%. But if it can't get up there, it is going to test our low here of 395. And this is a bigger target, which is 471. So 471 is around there. So it's either this or down here, or continue going this way, which is not the best because we can't really make money unless we're really in and out. I got out of my long because I couldn't see it breaking above 411, and then it kind of went a little higher, but then I was already out by 411. So I got a little something out of the Black Widow. So let's see how she's going to behave in the overnight session. Now, in the overnight session is going to be fun because this is our midpoint for tomorrow or tonight. 409, 404 is the line in the sand for tonight session only. So far, looking at the hourly, we got this nice little pop, which, you know, mimicked, not mimicked, statistically was a bullish day and so far played out. But let's see what tomorrow will bring. Statistically, I can't remember off the top of my head. As long as you're above the VWAP and above this line, 404, you're more on the bullish side. Just more at a fractal level, not overall picture. You know, just this day right here will be a little more bullish. Targets to the upside would be 408. Obviously, the high of 412. This is where I got out around 411, because 411 is the 180 degree on the square of 9, and this is a strong level, 180. This is a 411 right there. I got out because I was like, all right, it's not going to work. You know, it's not going to push out. I went over to 413 and then pushed back all the way to 4546. So this is your midpoint here. You got your 135 degree 401. So it's somewhere going to be around here where it might probably go back and forth. But we'll see. We will see. We will see. Obviously 413, was it 412? And then extreme targets would be 416 and 420. To the downside, we will have to take out 395 with strength and big volume, 393 and 388 for tomorrow. Extreme targets, we'll see. Maybe it'll just be quiet in the overnight. And then somewhere between 5 and 6, the Black Widow likes to wake up and then say, okay, let's rock and roll. Sometimes she just likes to spike it, then to do a head fake, or sometimes she likes to spike it down and then to reverse it and get everybody above. So wherever the volume is directing you, that's the way you go. But then factor in seasonality, factor in turning points, factor in statistics. What kind of day could be tomorrow, looking at the past, and then just kind of assess and then take it from there. Because at the end of the day, you're fighting against all the other traders and you're fighting against the computers, you know, the machines. So, and on top of that, the Black Widow trying to manage it all. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on that, guys.